And I know it's the reason why I'm at the airport. And I'm seeing a man right now going into the airport, and he was just right there with all of these people when I got off the train, and acting, talking about, oh, he's a repeat offender, talking about somebody else, not me, but talking about somebody else, saying that they couldn't come over here, and they going into the airport. And they got on my channel showing me I can't go in, them saying that all of us couldn't go in. Now the police ain't nowhere here, and they going in the airport, all cool. And I'm sitting over here with gang members over there talking to me, and they work here, and they got gang members in that area. Like, but let me go back to biblical. Why are all these black people running around helping these white people commit these type of crimes? And why are these white people over the law? Why are they able to be lawless, but then turn around and tell us that he gonna kill us and he gonna throw us in the jail cell if we do anything wrong, and run around trying to find something to accuse us of, and then he want to do the most heinous fucking things, and then want to cover it up and say nobody can make him pay, and God ain't gonna do nothing yet, because that's what they doing. All these gang members and everybody who they got chasing me around trying to kill me for my child, they pedophiles. They pedophiles, and I'm figuring it out. Now, let me go back to what God said about them having charges. God said 600 of the devil's children have charges. So that means they know what type of shit he do. And they not trying to go to jail. They not. And they not going to stand up for me because they got charges that they trying to get dropped. Well, I seen the James Devon Harris. I seen James Devon Harris in visions, and God showing him doing stuff to me and setting me up as well. And these are Bloods gang members, and I'm gonna tell you what is going on with them is it's a Satanist gang, and they denounce Jesus Christ and worship the white man and Satan. And they done let these people come out here from Hollywood and do stage shit. They got all kind of people staging shit around my child and trying to watch me break it down about my baby. They Satanist. And when I was with Marcus Mitchell, it was something about, Andrea and the land of Uz or the land of Uz or something like that, which was the city where Job was, where everybody, and then it's like I had said, I was making a video and I was like, damn, they all know that I said these people said this about my child, that these people are child molesters, and they all setting me up. And I was talking to Marcus, and he was mistreating me. And I said, it's like I'm living in a country full of nothing but Satanists. And then this angel was right there next to me, and like this angel was right there in my ear. It was ringing a bell, like ding, 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 ding. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, because Marcus was sitting right there with me telling me that he was a Christian and had a Bible, and trying to make it seem like he understood and like he was going to help me get my son. And he was setting me up the whole time. And these people think they're going to be sleeping with my child and giving my child STDs. I don't know if my child is alive. And I'm like, at the end of the day, they want to call me crazy. And that's how they doing it. That's how they getting people children. And they all is doing this. And they think they going to kill me and lie and say I was a mental patient. And then think they were all going to be sitting around molesting my boy. Or that they did it. They told me that they did do it. And I explained all of this already. I explained the visions that I had. I explained the people that was involved. And you to remove the whole goddamn channel. So they think I'm finna be running up and down American streets screaming about my baby and these people being child molesters and over here running a damn sex ring for old ass white people to rape 22-month-old babies, and you got black women handing our babies over to fat ass men out of our womb thinking that they gonna feed them our kids, and then YouTube is over here talking about we harassing you. How the fuck am I harassing you? You should be reporting the fucking information to anybody who is not doing this shit to these kids and not sabotaging us for our children. You should not be. They are giving their babies up willingly, and I'm not. They had Cynthia Olvera had these gangs swarming around my home while I was in my apartment at 1308 Houston Street. She had these grown ass men swarming around my house with my little virgin baby boy. And then had the nerve to do witchcraft on me when I was in that jail for protecting me and my son, and tell me, they tell me she was a child molester the whole damn time. And they was over here swarming around my home, trying to break in my house, poisoning me all over the neighborhood because they raped children. And these people wanted my baby, and they over here trying to call me a mental patient in America and trying to kill me because I'm ready to nut up on these folk. Y'all done gave my baby to Joseph, and he is a rapist. And I'm not finna keep putting the evidence out for YouTube to erase it. I'm not. I'ma just say what it is, why they staging stuff to leave me outside and have me arrested and have these gangs coming over here because they raping kids. They raping kids. They gave my 22-month-old baby to a rapist. And then they got these gangs thinking they gonna come running up on me while I'm trying to work on evidence to show the face of my child, to show the pictures of me and my child, to show the evidence of my pregnancy, to show what they did. And they think they gonna have me over here crying while these big nasty ass grown ass police officers over here raping kids in these shrines talk about they raped my baby with Cynthia Olvera and them. And I'm not playing about my kids. And they done stole my ID. They had these game members, and they over here laughing. These nasty ass black men over here laughing, talking about they raped children, over here trying to set me up outside, knowing that I'm pissed the fuck off. They know that I'm pregnant, and they trying to fucking fight me while I'm pregnant. And then they think they gonna force me to have sex with them and have me outside and think I'm gonna be hungry and all dirty and think I'm going up in the house with people that's trying to set me up so y'all can molest my child with some fucking Freemasons and said y'all was gonna kill my baby and mutilate my baby, and who I'm gonna report it to because TPS is involved with this goddamn garbage. That's why I don't want nothing to do with America. And God showed me that she was the spirit of Satan. That Cynthia Olvera was the spirit of this country. That's what they've been doing. That they've been taking black children and making black children have sex with them all through slavery for all this time. And then want to sit up in our face and talk about you a nurse when you still got that nasty ass demonic racist rapist spirit that think that you can do that shit to our kids and then leave me out on the streets and call me a drug addict and a prostitute and then try to have some damn niggas and some police kill me because you tired, because God said slavery over. You not gonna keep raping our kids and lying about it. Give me my baby. And they got my sorry ass family that was not there at the birth of my child. Now I see why they was not there. But Shakina came to my house and seen me with my baby. And I went to Vanessa's house with my baby. And everybody seen me walking around with that boy. And they all child molesters. They all murderers. And they done took my child. And they tried to make it seem like I never gave birth to this child. And then they... Then they got the nerve to be over here trying to call me crazy and a mental patient. And these women is molesting their little girls with these men. And God showed me. God showed me what kind of black women would give my son to an old white witch that you knew was a pedophile. And God showed me they was molesting their children too. And they didn't feel like it was nothing wrong with it. They wanted the money from Egypt. And they wanted to do it to us because we was the children of God, because we wouldn't denounce God. And I'm tired of crying. Thinking about how many times they told me when I was in that jail, they did witchcraft on me when I shot my baby daddy in the leg, and they told me that they was going to rape my child. And all I want is my child. And God knows what she said. God knows she a witch. God knows Joseph is a pedophile. God knows what they said they were going to do to my child. And God showed me her following us, me and my little sister Shakina, to the ultrasound place and lying on my ultrasound for this pregnancy. And then God said, oh, she think that they're going to have Andrea out there smoking cigarettes, because Austin mama gave birth smoking a cigarette, and that's how she got Austin. And she a damn child molester. And she know how to molest them from a young age and do witchcraft, putting demons all up in them. And then making the other child molesters make them afraid to say anything. And I'm supposed to be the one who wrong for calling it out. What kind of mother would I be? They was going to kill me. They was going to try to kill me anyway at some point, because they know what they told me. And they know at some point I was going to come back for my son. Cynthia Olvera ain't never gave birth to no children. And this woman done disappeared with my child. And my baby daddy done disappeared. And these black people in Atlanta think they going to give my baby away. Oh, Jesus. Let me calm down, because they'll start laughing, seeing me crying about them doing this. But they relentlessly trying to hide it. They relentlessly trying to hide the evidence. And this is why I need Jehovah to step in, because I am tired. They have abused me with this baby for 3 or 4 years in my womb. I am tired of keep putting out this evidence for people to keep erasing this stuff. I seen visions of these people molesting my child. I seen visions of his own father making him perform oral sex. I seen visions of Cynthia Olvera sticking her head behind my baby's behind, and Joseph too, when I was in the jail. I seen visions of them telling me just how many people they would want to rape my baby. And I am tired of these blacks covering for these devils, and then thinking that they gonna join in and say that he is God and do it too. So God gave them the devil's spirit and took his Holy Spirit out of them when they was trying to murder me in the jail cell for these reasons. And that's some ritual stuff, doing witchcraft. And God had put the devil's spirit in them, and then now they tormented. So they could see all the horrible things that him and his children did to our children every single night. And they also let the devil do things, God let the devil do things to them that they do to those children. And that's why Marcus was over there talking about get off my dick, because they doing that to these babies, and they getting them when they only too young. They can't talk. They can't talk. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what these old people doing to them, and they grooming them to not say anything about it. And then he was saying that Satan was sticking fingers in him, and that's what they doing to these children. And then he saw visions of them sitting on top of a baby and ejaculating, because that's the type of shit that y'all allowing them to do. Because when you worshiped him and his image, you didn't know who he was. And God gave you his spirit to see that it ain't the